When I was a sophomore in high school, I didn't really apply myself. I was bored. I didn't find the material very difficult, but I just didn't care. By the time the end of the year came around, I ended up failing a few classes. I had to go to summer school. I passed. I went into my junior year, but I remember my uncle came down to visit, and he asked me if I was going to pass this year. And he didn't mean it in a condescending way, and he wasn't trying to hurt my feelings, but I distinctly remember how it made me feel. It made me feel embarrassed and upset, mainly because that I knew I could do better. So after reflecting on that situation and how it made me feel, I made the decision that I would never let myself fail without giving 100%. So with that being said, I believe that mental toughness comes from inside you, and that's a decision that you make. I think that the biggest misconception about mental toughness is that it guarantees success. I've often heard when people who are questioned about their training or their skills or presented with a difficult question, they say things like, I'll do what I have to do, I'll just push through it, or I'll fight through it. And the reality is, we don't rise to the occasion, we fall to our level of proficiency. When I started working in executive protection, I was tired of working overseas. I wanted to work domestically, stayed more time with my family, stateside. So I took a job with a company, and part of the process of being hired was doing some swim qualification. And there were several events, but the one that I had trouble with was wearing some soft body armor, a weighted belt, some slacks, a button-up shirt, and you're treading water about 15 feet, and the instructors are pulling you under and disrupting your swim pattern, splashing you, bumping you into each other, into a group of people. It was pretty difficult for me. I'm not a strong swimmer. And I wouldn't give up. I felt like I was at the end of my line. I really wanted this job. I felt like I needed it. So I wouldn't swim to the side. And I literally exhausted myself to the point I couldn't move. So I just sank to the bottom of the pool. And after they realized I was missing, they had to pull me out, so I nearly drowned. But the point is, in that moment, I wouldn't quit. I wouldn't give up. I kept pushing myself, and I just kept fighting it. But I didn't gain any skills from it. I didn't get any better. It didn't make me swim any better. So we need to really recognize the reality is that we don't rise to that occasion. We fall to that level of proficiency. I do believe that mental toughness is something that can be built upon, but ultimately it's a decision that you make. You have to draw a line in the sand and then hold yourself accountable for not crossing it. It's not some big event that changes your life. It's the small things that you do that build on it. So you have to make it a pattern and create a habit out of it, and it's going to cross over to all areas of your life. So if you're tired in the morning when your alarm goes off, don't lay in bed thinking about how you want to go back to bed. Just get up. If the water's cold and you have to get in, just get in. If you want to lose some weight and you need to go work out after work, just go to the gym. Don't think about being tired or debate it. Just hold yourself accountable to the goals that you set. And once you create a pattern, it'll cross over into the other aspects, and you'll find yourself not letting yourself give up. You'll find yourself holding yourself accountable for other things. So I often tell people, just start with something simple, something positive for your life. Whatever it is, it doesn't matter. Reading a book, eating healthy, something that's going to bring a benefit to you. And then do it 30 minutes a day for a month. And then I guarantee that you're going to see changes in your life. You're going to see yourself holding yourself accountable for other things in other areas of your life. So ultimately, focus on the small things, and it's going to cross over into the bigger areas.